Hi everybody. Now, I don't normally do this kind of video, but I want to talk about it because this is really exciting news about the updates that are coming to the Xbox and the PlayStation in a couple of short weeks on round about the June 27th. Let's see what happens. What's going to be happening is a lot of the really cool updates that have been applied to the PC version of PUBG over the last couple of months are coming to console. And what I'll do is I'll put a link in the show notes down below with the patch preview notes, just to give you an idea. But what they say is, hi everybody, this is Ku Song Jeong, part of the console development team here at PUBG. We hope everyone has had the chance to try all the latest content and features in our most recent update from May, which has been pretty good, hasn't it? It's improved loading time on all the maps, and the game seems to be playing smoother than it ever has. And he says, today we're excited to give you a look into what you can expect for our upcoming June update. The next patch update is currently scheduled for June the 27th, and will introduce some highly demanded features to the console experience, including the auto-equipping of scopes, magazines and muzzle attachments. So that's going to be a really big change to the game, isn't it? That's really taking us into PUBG Mobile territory. You know, so as you run along, it'll stick a red dot on your gun, or a hollow, or a 2x, or a 4x. It's going to be interesting to see how it prioritises which scopes and which muzzle attachments it wants to put on. You know, does it think that a compensator is better than a suppressor, or that a red dot is better than a hollow, or vice versa? Because I know on the mobile version sometimes odd things happen. Like for me, if you've only got, say you've got one assault rifle and you run across a 4x, you don't want the game to auto-equip a 4x on your gun. You just want to put that in your backpack. But however, if you've only got an assault rifle, only got one gun, and you run across a hollow or red dot, you want it to put that on the gun. So that should be cool. There's going to be a tactical marker communication system for those players without access to mics. Well, I guess everybody as well, and I think that just enables you to put markers on the map saying, you know, enemies here, loot here, that sort of stuff. And a new controller layout scheme for better mobility in battle. Vikendi and Erangel will both get loot rebalances, and the highly anticipated weapons mastery system how does that read? And the highly anticipated weapons mastery system will make its debut on consoles. Additional details for each of these items can be found below. So loot balances on Vikendi and Erangel. I still think Erangel is a little bit light on loot. I never really have a problem in Vikendi. I always find I can really get what I want. So, weapons mastery. New progression feature in PUBG with unique, awesome and free rewards. New avenue for players to improve their weapon skills. Now, if you haven't seen this already, the way it works is for each weapon there are certain challenges that you can do to unlock cosmetics. So skins and little hangy, taggy things, I can't remember what you call them, that you can put on your gun. That, funnily enough, you can see those best in first-person mode. And it doesn't affect the performance of the gun, don't worry about that. It's very much just skins. And I think things like this are welcome in the game, in the same way that the Season Pass or the Survivor Pass can often encourage you to try different types of play, you know, dropping hot or using different weapons. With the weapon mastery system, you know, if you want that cool gun for, you know, the Tommy gun, the cool skin for the Tommy gun, you know, you'll have to do certain things. And I think it's things like get so many headshots, get so many kills, that sort of stuff. The tactical marker, the map now has 6 marker options to choose from depending on the situation. The second Erangel loot spawn rebounds increase the spawn rate again of assault rifles, DMRs and sniper rifles. And the featured map will be changed to Erangel from Sanhok with the June update. So, interesting information. More assault rifles and DMRs and sniper rifles on Erangel. Very welcome, because even though it is better than it used to be, there are situations where you land and you don't get everything you want. It's nice that we're going back to Erangel as the selected map rather than the Sanhok, but I think we do need to move into a situation where we can select whichever map we want to play for. You know, it should have all the maps in a grid on the map selection screen. You can say, right, I want to play this map, and this map, or you could have a quick join, and then it would just cycle through those maps. And there should also be an option that says, you know, I want to play them in rotation as well, you know. So after I've played Miramar, I don't want to have to play Miramar again. I want to play a different game. So that's what they should do, I believe. Anyway, so let's see how they do. That. Auto equipment attachments. We understand that handling attachments with the controller can sometimes be difficult, and players would sometimes avoid early combat due to having insufficient time to equip attachments. To solve for this, we created an auto equip attachment feature to reduce time when equipping needed attachments. Less time in your inventory means more time for battle. We'll have a look at it. Hopefully it'll be an option whether you want to turn it on or off or not. It could actually, yeah, the way they put it, it could actually be really good for, you know, when you drop HOTS, say you're in Pachinki or something like that, and you're running around, you want it to automatically pick up attachments, not weapons, it says. And then finally, controller preset C. Like the above auto equip feature, we are focusing on improving the overall play experience during battles. So with controller preset C, it moves leaning from clicking in on the sticks to the shoulder buttons, with the idea that leaning doesn't affect your aim quite as much. So that should be interesting. I mean, for me, having leaning on the sticks on the click in is a godsend, because I have that horrible habit of, when I get in a gunfight, I clench up a little bit on the controller and I click in the right stick, and with PUBG that is a good thing, because it means I move my head so I can avoid being headshotted. In other games though, especially games like Battlefield, it means that I melee, because often right click down is melee, isn't it? I think in Call of Duty it is as well. So on respawn games it doesn't matter, because if you die, who cares because of that. But in Battle Royales where it's permadeath, that can be a real problem. So I probably won't be using that controller preset B. And then there's a PS to this as well. Now, you may well have seen the footage from the PC PTS of the visual updates that they've done to the Erangel map, making it much prettier and updating it, making it look a lot less boxy, bringing it more up to sort of the level of Vikendi, probably better than Vikendi actually in some cases. And what they say is, on that note, we've recently announced our Erangel visual update, which looks to evolve the map visually and apply some lessons we've learned from our more recent maps. You can read all about this in the post here. So you can read all about it. I won't talk about it now. But our console community can definitely look forward to playing it later this summer. So there's confirmation we will be getting updated visuals on the Erangel map, which I think is really cool, isn't it? Because it keeps us playing the game. And this footage you're watching here is a chicken dinner on Vikendi, solely chicken dinner on the PlayStation 4. But what I found is that I don't know if it's me getting worse at PUBG because I've been playing other games like DayZ and Fallout 76. But I find it's getting harder to win. People, the other players seem to be better, and that may be because the pool of PUBG players is getting smaller, and the people who keep playing PUBG tend to be people who are good at it, aren't they? Because they enjoy playing it. So it's really important that the developer Bluehole, or whatever they're called now, the PUBG basically team, they keep adding things to PUBG, keeping it fresh, keeping the player base motivated to play the game. Because if it does start to get too hard to win chicken dinners, then you'll tend to lose more players anyway, won't you? But great news. Looking forward to the weapon mastery system. Really looking forward to that Erangel loot spawn rebalance, and especially looking forward to the visual update to Erangel, as I say, which we're going to be getting later in the summer. I'd imagine probably August time, something like that. Anyway, that's enough from me. I'll put the link to the proper show notes. I mean, they're pretty proper patch notes in the description below. I mean, there's not much to them, so don't worry about that much. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you can always hit the Patreon link. And, well, I'll see you again soon.